In this video, which is part 7 of creating the stack proportional circular area chart, we're going to work on the lines here. We want to have here a line, and then with a text, line with text, line with text. So let's start to work on the lines first. So in here, we're going to go back into our plugin. This is our plugin here. And then what we have to do here is working on the lines. So this will be the lines, and we'll make sure it is after the reset, because if you don't do that, it will still grab these coordinates that are different, and then you will be very confused. So what we're going to do now is drawing the lines. We're going to say ctx.beginPath, because we're going to create a new shape that is independent of all. Then what I want to do is I want to say I want to start. Where do I want to start? Well, basically I want to start at this point here, or that point here, or this point here. And since we are in the for each loop, we can quickly do this. So what I'm going to say here is the following: ctx.move to, which is the starting point of the item. We're going to get the x and y coordinates. For this, we already know the center is basically these two. Of course, this is not really the accurate position, because that will be in the center here, and we need to be in here. But we will use this for now, and then we're going to show you step by step how we can continue on. So we're going to say here next, line 2. And the line 2 is basically where is the line going to end. So we want to end it somewhere here. And to make it very easy, we have the chart area. And this is the reason why layout of 2 is probably the most practical. If you do a layout of this one here, sorry, not the layout, but the aspect ratio of 1, it will be a bit tricky. So right now, layout or aspect ratio of 2 is very useful for us. And that's the one that this is compatible with. So what I'm going to do here is the following. We're going to say here, I want to have a horizontal straight line. So we keep on doing this. And I guess vertically we want this, but this one needs to be extended. So we want to have a long line like that. So let's say here, then we put in here, I guess, plus right. Or do we deduct it from right? It's one or the other. We're going to say here to the right side, and if I save this, say ctx.stroke to draw the item, save, refresh, and you can see here apparently it gets a very, very long item here, but it will be just all the end here if I'm not mistaken, or if I just do it like that, probably that will be exactly the same. That's fine. So now, oh, hold on. So now what I want to do is, we are here, that's the line that goes to this coordinate, but then we can say here minus 50 pixels. Let's see what happens. If we do minus 50 pixels, it starts to get very nicely. So what I need now is, we have here the center x, center y, but we should start here, I guess. So what we should do here, we're going to add up the outer radius, because the outer radius is from the center to here or from up. So we can say here, outer radius. If I save this, refresh, now we're exactly here. So that works nicely, and I think maybe we can even chop it up a little bit more to shorten it. So what I'm going to say here, minus 100. Save, refresh. Next, what I want to do, I want to make sure that this is a dashed line. So I'm going to say here, let's do it here above, ctx.set line dash, and when we set the line dash, I want to say here will be 6, 6. So it's like 6 pixels solid and then 6 pixels of white space. There we are. But what happens now is, you can see it's bleeding over. The reason for this bleed over is because of this here. I have to make sure that we undo this by removing this all, saying that it's back to its original state. Alright, interesting, that doesn't work. Like this, sorry. There we are. So now it works nicely, and it removes it because the dash is being removed. What I want to do now is put in here a number to make sure that this, or the value of it, will work, but that will be in the next video. We're going to start work on the text.